So I hear way too many people talking about brand direct this, brand direct that. Work with brands directly, you're going to make more profits, make more consistent profits. But I need to let you in on a little secret here, okay? And that's working with the wrong sorts of brands is probably the worst thing you can probably do, okay? Now what I mean by that is if you go and work with brands directly and they open up accounts and work with every Tom, Dick and Harry Amazon seller that comes their way, you ain't making no money, okay? Because yes, you might have access to a brand, but so does 30 other sellers who calls that brand and they get shoved a price list back in their face, okay? So I need everyone here to understand when you're working with brands directly, you only want to be working with brands which are harder to get accounts open with, which you have to go through hurdles to actually work with and get pricing from and purchase from. Okay, what I mean by that, you need to be able to work with brands whereby you call them and it's not just your normal script, it's also your normal script, and added onto that is we can do this for you on Amazon, we can do this for you on Amazon, there's an opportunity here, we can bring you revenue in this way without affecting your current accounts, we can add revenue to your business in this way, we can order X amount a month from you as a result of this, this and this, and essentially plugging gaps and purchase from them, adding revenue to their business while not affecting their current accounts. If you just call and say, look, hi, I'm an Amazon seller, give me an account, you're going to get rejected and that phone call is going to get shut down quicker than you can blink, right? But if you can call these companies and position yourselves as experts in the Amazon game, right, that work with brands, that grow brands, that develop relationships with companies that want to increase their revenue on Amazon, and also bring data points to them on their Amazon presence, whereby, look, you can say to them, look, we can offer you value in X, Y, and Z ways. Let's get this account open. So it's not your normal spiel that you use to value add to suppliers. It's your normal spiel that you use to value add to your suppliers. And also added to that, it's also specific examples which you can relay to said supplier or said brand. This is not like basic stuff, by the way, as well. It's not stuff you're just going to know. You're going to have an experience and some sort of level of understanding of the Amazon marketplace and how the data moves to acquire these accounts with brands, because you need to separate yourself from every other seller that calls them, and you need to be the one that presents yourself as a position of authority, as a position of confidence. Now, I say this a lot, but you need these people, whereby they be suppliers, sales reps or brands, right, to be like, holy moly, we've got to work with this guy or this lady, right? We've got to work with them because they are experts, they are confident, they understand what they're talking about. So you've got to literally be able to get on the phone and meet these reps in person and be like, look, you guys are missing out on a huge opportunity here. We could spend $5,000 a month with you. Look at this, this, and this. Let's do some business. Whereby they're going to be sat there thinking, hang on a second, we're not used to be presented this by e-commerce Amazon sellers. We usually are, can we have some volume? Oh, we're ungating issue. No. We're presenting as, look, we can offer you guys value. Look, we can do this business with you. Look, we can not affect your current accounts. We are experts in this marketplace. There's huge opportunities here for growth for not only you guys, but also for us as well, right? Let's work together. Let's make it happen, right? Present yourself as these experts because you are, right? You've got to understand this is something which is vital. A lot of the companies out there, right, who've been supplying these retailers, brick and mortar stores for the last years, right? Look outside, right? I can see Birmingham City Centre out my window. All these shops are closing. All these shops are... No one's going out to shop anymore, right? Everyone's purchasing stock in line. So these brands, these distributors, their accounts that are normally buying from them in store, right? They're disappearing, they're dissipating. They're going like that, right? So you've got to understand, Amazon is the next wave. Amazon is where the money is going now, right? The opportunities are going. You just got to understand, okay, these brands, these suppliers, these distributors, they are slowly going to be shifting to sellers like you and me, right? To sellers that are experts on Amazon, right? But not just any, this is where the shift is, right? Or the clash, right? Where most Amazon sellers are side hustlers who don't know what they're doing, who want to make quick cash. If you could just present yourself, right, as the right sort of company that these guys want to work with, you will make money. You will land these accounts. You'll land these brands because they need business, right? All their business is disappearing in front of your eyes. They need the right sorts of company. So if you attack with precision and with focus, right, and be very clear and nuanced in what your business does, how you offer them value, how you can essentially offer them revenue and be their Amazon vessel to their business, right? Because that's what the opportunity is. And these guys know it. The opportunity is going to Amazon. So if you can just present yourself, right, as this vessel, as this company that can plug in this gap, right, to the biggest online retailer in the UK, to where all the customers are going, if you can be the company to do that, surprise, surprise, your business is going to make a lot of money, right? You just have to know how to present yourself, how to approach these companies, what to say to these companies, how to understand the market, right? And hope that relay to you how much opportunity there is. This is the next wave. This is where the retail space is going. It's gone from brick and mortar stores. It's now shifting to online. Now, these companies who've been around for decades need partners like you. They need these online Amazon sellers who know what they are doing, who understand the market, who are essentially able to translate from brick and mortar retail stores, real businesses which have real brick and mortar buildings, right, which are there. We need companies that understand that market and copy and paste that blueprint into the Amazon world. There is no one like that, or a very, very low number of people like that who actually understand the market, what they are doing, understanding value proposition to these brands and distributors. These brands and distributors are screaming for these sellers, right? But there's just a huge shortage of them out there, right? And I will show you how to become one of these sellers that these retail companies want to work with, okay? I'll show you how to position yourself. I'll show you everything, right? The opportunity is there, okay? There's so much of an opportunity there. You just need to understand how to attack and where to attack. And I'll show you all that. But just please understand, all right, where the money's flowing. You now that I've said this, you are going to be able to probably visualize and actually realize yourself and be like, hang on a second, he's right. Like, customers are no longer buying in store. These suppliers, these distributors, these brands, they're going to need some sort of company or vessel into the Amazon world. They're not going to be able to do it themselves. They're specialists. They are specialists within their own field. They need companies like you. You just have to be precise, accurate, knowing where to find them and exactly how to be the perfect company to these guys, which is what I'll show you how to do. I'll show you all that in my program, right? And I don't want this to come across as salesy, because you can do it yourself, but it's going to take you years of meetings and all this stuff and hours of mistakes and lost money. I've done that. I've been there. I've done it, right? But if you want to shortcut and accelerate that process 10 times over, right, and capitalize on all the opportunities which are literally right in front of your face, right? Click down below, book on a call, a free call to apply for my program. The information in my program is that good and that high level. You have to apply to it, because if we don't believe you're a good enough fit, you're not going to get the value out of the program, because the program will literally be too high level for you and will tell you, look, it's not a good fit. Come back in a year's time. Come back in 6 months' time. Okay, we're still going to be here. We just need to make sure you're a good fit, right? So if you want to apply for that program, book in a call, link in the description. Any questions in regards to anything, comments. If you like the video, and subscribe if you're new. I'll catch you all in the next video.